Hello everyone, I'm here again with my guest. She's Dama Eka Slomo. Yes. Yeah, actually this is her house and I'm in Abuja right now and I really thank her for giving me the platform to be able to do my interview. So here you are, Dama.
Okay, so my name is Eka Sumonu. I'm a professional in several sectors, but I like to highlight the agri, the oil and gas, and the hospitality.
Good. So you guys have heard from her. So like I had my first second guest and we're talking about relationship and marriage. So so if you want marriage, relationship, is it better to go in with intentionally or to just go with your heart, with your feelings? So what would that be for you?
I guess it depends on the context, but for the most part, I think that like everything else in life, intentions, are what will see one through year on year, and in anything that we intend to do in life
Should be intentional.
Yeah, I think it should be intentional.
Yeah, should be intentional because when you're intentional, then you're focused, then you know what you're doing, and then
Absolutely.
you know whatever obstacles that come along your way, then you because if or at the age of 26 you think you're old enough.
Yeah, I think that and again, maturity oftentimes has nothing to do with age, because I have seen a lot of really mature 25-year-olds and a lot of immature 35, 40-year-olds.
Okay.
So I think that once one feels that, or not a feeling, because again, sometimes people feel that they're prepared for something that they're really not prepared for.
Yeah.
But I think that the key thing is to have people in one's life who can guide them navigate life itself. And so if one has people who collectively or individually agree that yes, this person is right is mature enough for a marriage relationship, that is probably the scenario that would work best. But then again, marriage is a personal thing. Not many people will subject their opinions to the opinions of others. What one can do, honestly, to anybody that they love is to advise, and then you just hope that they'll take the advice. Otherwise, some people just learn by experience.
Which is not a good thing.
No, it's never a good thing. But on the flip side, if you want to look at it the other way around, it could turn out to be a good thing, because that experience would be the ingredients with which those individuals can advise other people, and again, hopefully, those other people will take the advice that they are being given. Yeah.
Okay, very good. So because we are addressing like a whole crowd of people, millennial, Gen Z, and the Bobby Bombers, which is your Bobby Bomber. And in that generation, there was no awareness like now. Maybe awareness was like parents advising you, or your mom advising you, or parents advising. So what will you tell the Gen Z, because the millennials especially in their 30s, who they have all the information out there, there's awareness of relationship, there are a lot of relationship coaches out there telling them this and that, what to look out for, and it's a certain kind of character. When somebody you see it, you just point it out. So what will you tell them when it comes to relationship, like an advice?
Again, my one advice to everyone would be, first of all, know yourself and know what you want and know what would potentially work for you.
Self-awareness.
Because no two people are the same. What person A is looking out for in a relationship is not the same thing as what person B is looking out for. What person A can give to a relationship is not the same thing as what the next person can. So my one advice is, like they say, to thyself be true. Know what you want. Know what you can give. Know what you know to expect. And once that is settled, every other advice that comes will be, a pick and choose scenario, because I cannot advise, truly I can advise someone based on my own experiences, but my own experiences and where I'm coming from, where I'm going to, it's not the same.
Not aligned with that
It's not the
person's.
same thing as the next person's. So we can give proper general advice, but the individual needs to
Should
know
know themselves, who they are.
what aspect of the advice being given relates to them. So now you talk about, people having marriage coaches and mentors all over the place. It's, you can get them anywhere. Today, that the primary reason is expectations are not realistic.
Yeah.
They're just realistic. People look on social media and see all the glitz and glamour and, all the everything that people want them to see. They look at that and they think that is what it is.
That is what marriage should be about.
Yeah, but in reality, yes, even though that is what it should be, and they don't see the back end. They don't see what happens in the back scene. They don't see the challenges that are being navigated. They don't see the compromises that are being made on both fronts to make these things work. So they just feel that, oh, God just dropped this man from heaven and gave to this woman, or God just dropped this woman for this man. And there is no such thing. Every relationship is work.
Sacrifice.
It's work, it's sacrifice, it's understanding, it's forgiveness. It is being willing to try again, even though you have tried 100 times, over and over. It's just believing that, look, you're in this thing and you're not, it's not better anywhere else.
Like a younger you, when a younger you standing now right in front of you, with all the experiences you have in life and growing up, the relationship, marriage, and all those things, educational wise, what will you tell her?
So, what I'll tell a younger me is don't rush.
Okay.
Don't rush.
Okay.
I mean, for someone who is 20, 25, you're probably going to live to be 80.
Exactly, your hormones are changed.
Exactly. You have a lifetime to accomplish what you want to accomplish, and particularly in marriage and relations. So just take your time, But I would say don't rush, and that takes us back to knowing one's self. Self-awareness is so key.
So important.
You need to know, you need to be aware of where you are right now in life and what things matter to you the most. For some people, they just want to prioritize building a career. Some people want to prioritize just exploring the world. Some people are still discovering themselves even at 30.
Exactly. What is 50?
Yeah, and so you expect a human being who is not even, self-aware to go into a marriage relationship with probably another person who is not self-aware.
It's not.
And
So exactly. So two of them will end up together.
I mean, they are just sinking together.
Yeah, sinking in together.
Yeah. So I would want to say, no rush. If you feel you're not ready yet, just take your time. Do the things that you feel are important to you. This marriage thing will come.
There's a friend of mine. She has a friend in Spain, and they'll be married. A friend of mine, her friend is in Spain. She's Spanish, and she and her husband have been married for like 46 years. And all of a sudden, she wanted to divorce him. The kids are already grown, and he was her first. They met when they were young. And she wanted to divorce him, and this friend of mine told her, don't divorce him, leave him, stay with him, you guys are older now, where are you gonna go? What do you want to do? And the lady is in her late 50s, and my friend keep advising her that she's a friend of both she and her husband, but she was sad in the whole time in that marriage, and she ended up committing suicide. Yeah, she ended up committing suicide. And my friend, she felt guilty. She's still feeling guilty.
Responsible.
Yeah, she felt like I should have told her to leave. Or I should have, when she said, no, not to tell, when she told me she wanted to leave, I should have told her to follow her heart. I shouldn't have told her to stay, because she was pushing her to stay.
No, trust me, she shouldn't feel guilty, because for every one person who might have told her to stay, there probably were two people who were telling her to leave. In a society like that, I'm sure she heard more people
Tell her to leave. Yeah.
Ultimately, the choice is individual. It's an individual choice whether to stay or to leave. Nobody can make anybody stay nobody can make anybody leave.
Yeah.
So it was an individual choice. She probably stayed on because, I mean, like we've talked about here, she was weighing the benefits of staying versus the benefits of leaving.
Because now she's getting into pension.
Absolutely.
And what's life going to be after
Absolutely.
pension, after the divorce, the pension,
Absolutely.
you're going to sell the house. You see, all those things. So maybe she
all
was
of those considerations. So it has nothing to do with her friend telling her to stay.
okay.
I personally don't think. I don't think her friend should feel guilty.
Mhm.
Yes, she advised her as a friend.
But the decision to make
the decision to
was
make
her decision to
hers.
make.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
people should own up for their decisions, whether good or bad.
Yeah.
As long as you're an adult and nobody is forcing you to do anything, the decisions that you make, you take full ownership.
Yes.
Full ownership. Even if it's like, somebody is the boss of a company. You cannot wake up and say, oh, my manager made me do. No, you are the boss.
You make the
Yeah,
decisions.
you make the decisions. So you're the boss of your own life.
Yeah.
You make the decisions for yourself, and whether they're good or they're bad, the consequences
It's
you
all
take.
yours. Yeah.
It's unfortunate that she had to take her life.
Yeah.
But please, tell your friend not to feel guilty. It wasn't happening.
So you guys, you've heard it. So last word for my viewers, because I know I'm going to post this and I'm excited. Last word.
Okay, I just
last
want to
word.
say that I hope this has been a really interesting conversation. It's not every time that people get to view, to air their views and their honest on the subject matter like this. And again, especially those of us who are much older, we've been there, done that, we have experiences. It's always a pleasure to be able to share some of these experiences and opinions, and hopefully, it resonates with someone out there and it's beneficial also.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on your channel.
Yeah, you too. So you know how we say it here, a healthy home is a healthy nation.
A
So
healthy nation.
cheers. Thank you.